There he go.
Yo. What's up with it, fool?
What's good, my guy?
Chilling.
All right, man. So we got Anthony here, Eli, Domenic Spencer, a fellow legend of Skyline. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man. And what you accomplished at the U.
Man, went to Skyline 4 years. Went there in 2000. When I started there, started in 2009. So when I got there, we was already hot. That was after my freshman year.
Yeah.
They went to the fourth round. I think they lost to who they lose to? Lost to Stony Point. So I came in right after the year they lost to Plano. They lost to Burkhead now. Coop and them.
2010 was your freshman year?
2009, yeah. That was the year. The only reason I remember my freshman year is I know that's the year Obama got elected. So I always remember my freshman year. That's when Obama got elected. So I came from Atwell. So a lot of niggas already hating because niggas supposed to go to Carter. Niggas supposed to go to Carter. So a lot of people was already hating that I went to Skyline. So, but I already knew people at Skyline. So I made that jump. Went to Skyline. My freshman year really didn't turn out like I thought it would. I went over there and that shit was different. Just the whole contact part. Cause that's when, like I try to tell kids now, like my freshman year, I'll never forget. Like nigga, we scrimmaged against the varsity. And like I wasn't expecting no shit like that. Like so I'm a freshman, I'm straight out of middle school, nigga, and then I look on the other side, nigga, I see James White, nigga going to Iowa State. Then I see goddamn Frazier at quarterback, nigga commit to SMU. And then the damn O-line, you going against Tristan and them, nigga. I'm like, damn, nigga.
Bro, my freshman year, I moved up in the playoffs. I had to go head up with Chris Frazier.
Yeah, fool.
He the QB, he ain't hard. Then met him in that hole. Walk to the sideline, like, okay, this varsity. Okay.
Yeah, nah, it's different. Nah, that shit different. But what I accomplished at Skyline, that's why I always tell people like like probably the reporters, the college scouts, them niggas don't know, but all my peers I went to school with know. Like nigga, I'm one of the top niggas coming out of Skyline. And I can say that shit like proudly, because if you look at it, it's only 2 niggas at Skyline, and I know Todd always said it's only 2 niggas that went to Skyline that made Iowa State at 2 different positions. Corey Nelson was the first nigga to do it. His sophomore year, he made that shit at DN. Yeah. And then his junior and senior, he made that shit at linebacker. So my junior year, I made Iowa State at DN, and then I made it at linebacker. So it's like my name up there with Corey Nelson, a nigga that's in the NFL, a nigga that's an All-American, a nigga that went to Oklahoma. Like my name is up there with them niggas. And like I said, I still went D1. I went to UCF. But I always tell people, like, that's something I hold against. Like, nigga, didn't nobody else in Skyline do that but just me and Corey Nelson, nigga.
Only 2.
Yeah.
And that's rolling into our next question. So, like, I don't think nobody really know what the culture was like up there. So, kind of explain the culture that was there and what it meant to you.
Shit, it was different. Like, it was basically like a college locker room. That's why when I went to UCF, like, that shit was easy. That's why I played as a true freshman at UCF. Yeah. Cause like the culture just different. So like I try to tell the players at soccer where I coach at now, like I'll never forget your first day, rule number 1, you don't take your ass in that varsity locker room if you don't play varsity. If you walk your ass in there, like ain't no coach gonna help you. Like nigga, it was just like that. So it's just the culture was different. Like I'll never forget the individuals as a freshman, you go out there, you do your own stretches with your group, and next thing you know, the linebackers get into it. They start on the hash, and we start, the hand walks and all that. And then Todd to walk out. So it's like Todd didn't have to babysit us. We already knew what to do. We got this. Then after that, we got dip and rip. Then after that, we got hat in hand. It's like, nigga, we already knew what to do. So it's like the foundation was already laid. And that's why I be trying to tell, like, the players at soccer. I'm like, say, dog, like, I shouldn't have to say nothing. Because I never forget, I was at a practice one day, and my brother, I was still in middle school. I was like in the 7th grade, and my brother was going through linebacker drills, and Todd just was sitting there. And that nigga, my brother messed up on the bags. That nigga Coop walked up to that nigga, say, nigga, you fuck up them bags one more time, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
And shit, nigga, I was like, say, boy. And nigga, Todd didn't say nothing. Like, Todd don't have to say nothing. So that's where I feel like I feel like that's where we need to get back to. And even at SOC, it's starting to get back to it. But like I tell your brother now, that's why people always be messing with them, because it's like we don't see that same fire in them Skyline niggas' eyes. Like them niggas, them Skyline, like when we was in Skyline niggas, we had fire in our eyes, dog. We wanted to win. And it's like we weren't competing against no other teams. We always competing against each other. Like name another high school that the day before the game, nigga, we doing situations. You put the ball on the you put the ball on the 1 yard line saying, like, nigga, it's situations, let's go. Like, people forgot before the DeSoto game, your senior year, that Thursday, that nigga Rashad broke his ankle at practice.
Right.
That's what people fail to realize that. And that's why I'm always like, shit, I'm always want to go full pass. I always want to go. Because if you don't, like, nigga, you're going to get hurt regardless.
Right, because you got to practice at that pace.
Yeah, dog. So that's why I always tell people, like, it was different. But I see why Samples was the way he is. Now me working for Todd and Samples, they alike, but they different. See, Todd the type, Todd ain't gonna micromanage you. He gonna be like, say, Dominique, you over D-line, you gotta do this. And like, shit, if you don't do it, then it's gonna fall back on you. He gonna get on your ass. But see, Samples was the type, Nick Samples gonna be in that car, he gonna stand over you and make sure you do it. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's all a part of the game. I just know playing football at Skyline and under Samples and under Todd, that shit made my life so much easier.
I mean, the difference between them two to me, like, as I got older, I see, bro, you ain't successful in life until you build a team around you. Coach Semp didn't care if we liked him or not, but his team that he had built to get us right, long as they was right, and if he was on their head, they was on our head, it trickled.
Before the DeSoto game, your senior year, that Thursday, that nigga Rashad broke his ankle at practice.
Right.
That's what people fail to realize that. And that's why I'm always like, shit, I'm always want to go full pass. I always want to go. Because if you don't, like, nigga, you're going to get hurt regardless.
Right, because you got to practice at that pace.
Yeah, dog. So that's why I always tell people, like, it was different. But I see why Samples was the way he is. Now me working for Todd and Samples, they alike, but they different. See, Todd the type, Todd ain't gonna micromanage you. He gonna be like, say, Dominique, you over D-line, you gotta do this. And like, shit, if you don't do it, then it's gonna fall back on you. He gonna get on your ass. But see, Samples was the type, Nick Samples gonna be in that car, he gonna stand over you and make sure you do it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's all a part of the game. I just know playing football at Skyline and under Samples and under Todd, that shit made my life so much easier.
I mean, the difference between them two to me, like, as I got older, I see, bro, you ain't successful in life until you build a team around you. Coach Semp didn't care if we liked him or not, but his team that he had built to get us right, long as they was right, and if he was on their head, they was on our head, it trickled down.
Yeah. That's why I always tell people, they be like, man, if Samples a good coach, I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, Samples ain't never taught me nothing about no football, but I said that nigga taught me how to structure stuff. I'm like, dog, see, Samples used to have everything structured on this piece of paper. He used to pull out his pocket. It had everything he was gonna do, all that. I said, he taught me how to structure stuff. I said, he didn't teach me about football, but he taught me how to make sure the people around you are doing what they supposed to do. They always had a crew. They always had a crew that stayed late. They always had a crew to make sure kids stay on the dock. They had a crew to make sure people went to the late bus. Like, I never seen, and it's like that shit just always clicked.
Clockwork.
Yeah, so it's like, nigga, we always knew what to do. We knew athletics. We go down there, Todd ain't gonna be in the locker room. They gonna be in there screaming, get y'all ass out, get y'all ass out. Then we gotta bust our ass to the weight room. Like, that shit was like clockwork. So, Samples didn't teach me nothing about football, but that nigga taught me about life. Like, all the stories he tell, that nigga's a true life person. Like you said, he knew we didn't like his ass. Like, he knew, nigga, he knew everything.
It wasn't even about that.
Yeah, but he was like, nigga, I don't care. We gonna win football games, and we gonna send you niggas to school, and y'all gonna be straight.
But next question. What coach did you have the strongest bond with, and who made the biggest impact on your life?
The biggest impact, I say the strongest bond I had with was with Todd. Because after my freshman year, see, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. After my freshman year, I didn't get moved up in the playoffs. Yeah. So it's like, nigga, I was like, I didn't get moved up, but it's like I was one of the best freshmen. Yeah. And that's what Ty was like, nah, Sam just he don't think you that guy for us. You don't think you that. And I had that strong bunk. Todd always kept it real. Like Todd always told me, like, you short. You ain't his typical linebacker, but you the best one. Yeah. So I had that strong bond with Todd. That's why I'm grateful for everything he done did for me. He always kept it real. I remember my freshman year, he pulled me into the office and he was like, I'm telling you right now, you ain't going to University of Texas. He said, you ain't. You too short. You this, you that. And some kids probably like, damn, this nigga shitting on my dreams. But I didn't look at it like that. I said, damn, at least he real enough to tell me, like, nigga, you ain't going to Texas, nigga. You going to go D1, but you ain't going to Texas. So I had a strong bond with him. But the one that changed my life, I'll never get that play. It was my junior year. It was my sophomore spring. Going into my junior year, them niggas, the offense just kept running ISO at us, nigga. Just kept running on. And I didn't know how to take that shit on because I kept letting them go out my gap. So that nigga Coach Pride came up to him like, say, man, you got to take that shit on and you got to flip. You got to hit that nigga with a flipper dead under his chin, and I promise you'll make the play. So it's like that nigga, when he told me that shit, and it's just everything after that, that shit just started clicking. Like, nigga, I just started making play after play after play. So he had the biggest impact, but the strongest bond is with Todd.
I mean, I say the same about Todd because I feel like his strength in life, bro, is to get the best out of you. I feel like I've been watching a lot of Netflix. So I came to Skyline the Werewolf, but then Coach Todd showed me how to transform.
Yeah.
I mean, he talked about your mama, talked about your granny.
No,
at the same time, he showed you that he cared.
But that's why I always say, like, that's why people always be like, man, like, how can you work in the inner city? I'm like, bro, that's all I know. I was like, that's all we know.
I think I ain't gonna lie, I like what y'all doing over there because I feel like y'all found your purpose. And like, as a kid and growing up, we seen Coach Todd in his purpose a long time.
Yeah,
he been doing that. So what he doing now, like he aligning with his purpose, bro. That's what I be trying to tell Eli now. And I see you doing the same thing because you came through Skyline, and I feel like for us, it was like like the real world, bro. Like we was at this school where people from the South, from Oak Cliff, from the best of the best came, and you came to where the best of the city, and you made a name for yourself. Like you said, only 2 people in the school history went all state at 2 different positions. And shoot, that's real life. Everybody be sleep on us, but you got something in you that transformed you, and you proved something to the whole city. And that's why you one of my favorite people that was there, because out of everybody was there, bro, I feel like it was one day, this is my favorite memory of you. Because, like, everybody was ranked high, all that stuff, but to me, I was just like, why ain't the best? You feel me?
Yeah.
What I got to do to be the best? And I remember one day, we in the weight room, and Coach Buns always be on my head like, why you ain't got no cuts? You ain't got no cuts yet. So I'm trying to get right. Then this boy Spence walked over to me, he say, my arm was bigger than Wallace's. And I was really like, damn, like, them boys look up to me or look at me some type of way. Yeah. That's the day it set in. Because it was just like, man, we brothers, we all in this together, we making each other better. But like when you walked up and it was like, oh, you measuring yourself versus me, it was like, dang, this real, like this.
That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what she is. That's what they don't. That's what they don't have at Skyline no more. I feel like that. You gotta measure up. Like the standard was always set high. Like even when I was in middle school, nigga used to go see Coop. Like my favorite memory of Coop is, nigga, I was in the 7th grade, and I'll never forget, my dad hurry up and rush me out of Atwell practice just to go to the Carter Skyline game at Kincaid, and like just seeing Coop and Spencer Reeves in the middle of the field with that all white on that ski man, and it's just like, from that day, I was like, play linebacker at goddamn Skyline with Todd. I need to go play for that nigga. Cause my thing, I want to I don't know why, I want to go to Lincoln. Like, nigga, I want to go to Lincoln. But after after I seen that, that's my best memory. I'm like, man, it's just so much. The standard was high. The standard was high, bro. Like, you see all them niggas, they were high.
I ain't gonna lie, to middle school, I wanted to go to South. That boy Coach Mays used to come see me in middle school. He was gonna let me hoop too.
Yeah.
I was like, Mama, let me, they gonna let me play both. She said, nah, it's a wrap. You got some questions?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Coach tied on his head, you see him?
Yeah.
What you got for him?
Hey, so my brother, he always telling me about like you and your brother, like how y'all bond was, y'all real close or whatever. But like, how was it like being able to play on the field with him? Like,
Shit, that was my goal. That's what I want to do. So that's why I'm thankful. I'm thankful for Samples and Todd. They made that happen. My sophomore year, they moved me up in the playoffs, and like me and my brother was able to play on the same field. Like we was on the same special teams. Like Nick versus DeSoto, he was in the middle, and I was on the right wing, nigga. And it's like that's what my mama and daddy always dreamed of. They were like, man, we want them to play together because we never played together. Yeah. So that was my goal my sophomore year, especially since I didn't get moved up my freshman year. I was like, man, I'm gonna bust my ass because I want to get on the field with my brother and I want to be able to like do stuff. So we ran down on kickoff with each other. Even the Rowlett game, the playoff game or whatever, when you were hurt and he played, like we were blowing niggas out. Ty put me in there with my brother. So that shit was big with me. But yeah, we had a strong bond, but it was a competitive bond. Like I used to always tell that nigga, now I'm gonna be better than you. Like he was like, I'm like, you don't work hard enough. You don't take this shit like I do. But God didn't bless him with the physical part, but that nigga was one of the smartest fucking football players I ever been around. Like he knew that shit like the back of his head. Dog,
like hands down. Yeah, I rock with your brother because even when I came in to play, he still was in my ear coaching me up. He just been real since day one. Yeah. And he knew everything. He made it simple for me.
Yeah, that shit. He just knew that shit. And I think that's where I took it. I took it from him. And that's why I was so ahead at Skyline. Because when I was playing Atwell, and my daddy used to record the games and stuff on a little tape recorder, he used to come home and watch it with me. And he'd be like, you doing this wrong. He's like, see the guard pulling this way, but you going that way. So it's just like him, see, it's like, Ty don't know the impact he had. Like, Ty impacted my brother. And, like, so it's like, Ty was coaching me when I was in middle school, but it was really my brother. You know what I'm saying? But it just, that's how far that impact go.
And that's part of his legacy, because, like, you took, like, with you up there, you touching one kid, you don't know who they going to share that information with.
Yep.
That's part of your legacy. And that's from Coach Ty trickling down to us, on and on. But what else you got for him? Let's talk about the recruiting process.
Man, my senior year, that shit was sad. That was probably the lowest point of my life. That shit was hurting me. I was like, because every game I'm balling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing everything, Todd telling me to do. I'm like, man, but I'm still ain't getting no scholarships. But what stuck in the back of my head was Todd just kept saying, like, nigga, you treat the game right, that's no matter what, it's gonna treat you right in the end, nigga. So I knew my 4 years, I done did everything he done told me to do. He told me to work out. He told me to go here, go there, do this, do that, do this. And I did it. So that's why my senior year, when at that signing day, like I didn't even go to signing day. That's how hurt I was. Like all my partners signing, like Thomas A&M, Peter Texas, Nas with Sam Houston. Everybody signing. I'm just sitting there. I ain't gonna never forget, nigga. I was in class. I was in English class, and my English teacher was like, "You don't want to go to sign today?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And she understood why, but it's like that whole I ain't even go to no Kincaid. I ain't go to nothing. And I supported them. I still supported them. I let them niggas know I was proud of them. But it's just that I feel like I was the one that was the the emotional leader, made sure everybody did stuff, and it's like, damn, I got left out to dry. But God had a plan. 2 weeks later, and I got a phone call. It was a Florida. I'll never forget. It was a Florida area code. I'm like, man, who is this calling me from Florida? Answer the phone. I answered it. It was a Friday night. I never forget. Answered it Friday. He flew me out. He flew me out that next day. I signed in his office at UCF on Sunday. So it's just, if you look at it, it's crazy. I got the best deal out of everybody. Like A&M, Thomas with the A&M, we know what happened there. Peter went to Texas. I won more games at UCF than Peter did at Texas his whole 4 years. Yeah. I won more bowl games. I won a Fiesta Bowl. Peter didn't go. He didn't go to no BCS game. I went to a BCS game.
Yeah.
So it's like I got the best deal out of that class, and it's just that shows me if you be patient and just treat the game right, dog, everything gonna come to you.
I mean, and I think that was kind of the biggest lesson. And who else used to preach that? Coach Rob, bro.
Yep, Coach Rob. Yep.
Coach Rob. Like, bro, just imagine them boys in high school growing up. Not even imagine the impact they gonna have on the world.
Yep.
But just the culture there was kind of like it was preparing us for life, bro.
Yep. And that's why life's so easy, bro. Like they weren't teaching us game about football. They were teaching about life. Like they didn't even, like I didn't even realize it, but all these coaches saying about, you know, what like how certain females gonna do. They be like, man, that female, boy, you gon'. I'm like, man, these niggas hating on us, fool.
Man,
that shit came the truth. Cause they be like, nigga, female, like these females ain't for you. Like these females will set you up and do this. And next thing you know, you see some of our partners getting set up by females and shit. I'm like, dang. I'm like, sorry, fool, these niggas knew what they were talking about.
Man, I be telling Eli, bro, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yep.
Boy, he was freshman. We didn't sing and did.
Dog, that's what I'm saying. It's just that coaching. Because if you look at it, I stand on the table with anybody like South Lake, Curl, Allen, all that. I put our coaches in high school up against any goddamn coach, and I promise you, nigga, ain't, because if you look at all these stars you got. You had Herman, who's the quarterback coach, he the head coach of Skyline. You got Emmett, he goddamn at Kansas. You had goddamn Samples, he don't want like shit, all the time stuff he don't want. You got McGee. McGee could easily go be a college coach, but shit, he just like being in high school. You got Todd, who done coached over 40-some Division I linebackers. You got Coach Rob, who played in the league and played at A&M. So it's like, then you had Coach Barnes, who was the recruiting goddamn coordinator. Like, niggas used to be like, that nigga going to hell with gasoline draws on the goddamn lies he used to tell for niggas to say, niggas, I'm 5'9". He used to tell niggas I'm 6'1".
Man, hey, bro, one time I had got in trouble. I got suspended. But I'm in the office because I can still practice. Some scouts that came in, and it was recruiting Mike Jones. He and them boy telling him, yeah, he'd be out middle linebacker if that boy didn't play. Like, I'm over here. Like, that boy ain't never played.
Man, that nigga, hey, that's what I'm saying.
They just cared about us. They wanted to, I think they were so good at what they do, bro, because it wasn't about trying to get no job on the next level. They cared about us and where we was going.
Yeah.
Yeah, on me. And they just was willing to do whatever it took to see us get to where we needed to be.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like I had to come back. I feel like I had to come back and work for Todd, dog. That's why. Because he was like, I mean, when I first graduated school, and he was like, say, man, don't come coach no high school. He was like, say, man, don't come coach no high school. Like, go to college, man. Go to college. I'm like, nah, nigga, I want to come work for you, for the nigga that goddamn made me realize, like, nigga, this football shit can take your ass a long way if you just treat it right.
On me, definitely. What else you got for him?
Hey, so at UCF, what's the hardest challenge you faced as a freshman coming in?
The hardest challenges, it probably was camp. It probably was fall camp. Like people camps are ran different. Like I played for this coach named George O'Leary. He was real old school, like no facial hair, no, you can't wear red in the building because he used to coach at Georgia Tech and he hate Georgia. So I played for real old school. Like your shirt got to be tucked in when you going to the
vibes.
Yeah, no hats in the building, no earring. Like he won't let you wear no swag, like no sleeves, no shields, no none of that. So, but I was just but I really wasn't into that shit. I just wanted to play football. So I really didn't care about that shit. Then I was in Orlando, so nigga wasn't tripping. But the hardest thing was fall camp, like where everybody is gone off campus. The only people on campus is the football players. Every other sport is gone home for the rest of them 2 weeks in the summer. And that fall camp, waking up at 6 in the morning, and you gone out your dorm to 9 o'clock at night. You got meetings, you got walkthrough, then you got practice, then you got weights, then you got meetings, then you got another practice, then you got dinner, then you got meetings again, then you got snacks. And it's just like, I'll never forget, I lost track of what day it was. My mama called me, Said, I ain't heard from you in 5 days. I said, Mama, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I say, Mom, it's only Tuesday. She said, boy, it's Sunday. I say, Sunday? Like, dog, I lost track of days, bro. And it's just that grind, like that camp grind. That shit real, bro. That shit real.
That's when they go from fun to like this shit.
Yeah, that's what I knew. That's what I knew. I said, say, this shit ain't fun. I said, this shit ain't fun. I'm like, because I never get, when I was at UCF, the lockers, we called it D block.
Yeah.
Everybody that was surrounded around me was all seniors and juniors. I'm the only freshman over there. So them niggas, I just be sitting, I feel so uncomfortable like them first 2 weeks on camp. Because them niggas, it's like, them niggas were trying to feed their families. Next year, I'm there. Nigga, I'm about to have fun. I'm about to play like, fuck this. Them niggas like, no, nigga. I got a daughter, nigga. She got to eat. I'm like, oh, shit. These niggas trying to eat. I'm like, dawg, these niggas ain't playing no game. But that shit was an hour waiting. I woke, boy. I'll never get that first day of practice, nigga. Them niggas was like, I was a 2. See, that's why I never was in the 3s or 4s. I always was a 2. So my freshman year came in, I was a 2. And it's like, nigga, they niggas threw a playbook at me day 1. And like, nigga, I had to learn like 4 coverages with like 2 blitzes in less than 4 hours for that next practice. And it's like, that shit was like them niggas, they were like, one called like field smoke 93X. I'm like, nigga, first of all, you got to set the front, which is to the field. Then you got to realize smoke mean you blitz the A gap. But if it's 3x1, you don't blitz the A gap. You check the 3. If they motion, you got to do this. You got to do that. Man, I was like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, man, whatever happened to goddamn Todd just calling California, nigga, and I just blitzed the C gap, and if the running back go out, nigga, that shit it. Like, nigga. So that was the hardest part. That damn fall camp and that playbook, nigga, that shit was, man, that shit was hard as hell.
I remember I first got to school, I was just like, I looked at that playbook, bro, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try, but every day I'm gonna just try to take everybody's soul.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's the difference. Because people forget football gonna be football. But as you get to the higher level, it's like it's chess match. Different coaches like to do what they like to do.
Yeah, that's why the
quicker you can,
I'm just saying that was the hardest thing. That damn playbook.
I mean, the quicker you can get there, it get back to football for you.
Yep, and that's what took me. It took my whole freshman year to know the playbook. That's why my sophomore year, I had most success. Like it was so easy my sophomore year, and then my junior year it got back hard because we switched defensive coordinators. But shit, my sophomore year was the best year, and that was the year we won the Fiesta Bowl and shit. So that was the best year.
Yeah. All right. So anybody that's in high school right now, that's a young Domenic Spencer, what words of advice you got for him?
Just play the game. Don't get caught up in all these colleges, all these offers. Like I be telling my kids, like shit. There's one kid on my team. This nigga went from a 0 to a fucking hero in like less than 3 months. He nigga went from a plant starting receiver, had 1 catch versus Skyline, didn't play the rest of the games. Then we put him on defense at DN. Now this nigga got 30-some offers now. So it's just like, you just got to trust the process, but don't even worry about that college shit. But that's why the recruiting shit different. Like when I was in high school, like we wasn't worried about no offers like that. Like we want to, I want an offer. We're like, nah, nigga, we want to win state. Like, nigga, we want to get past the 4th round. So I just tell nigga, like, man, don't worry about no offer. Just play the game. Cause once that shit gone, nigga, it's gone. It ain't no coming back. Like, that shit gone. Like when I walked off that field in 2015 on Thanksgiving Day, on November, Thanksgiving Day, 2015 at UCF. When I walked off that field, nigga, that shit hurt. And it's still, that's why I would tell nigga, y'all better take that game serious, because when it's gone, nigga, it's gone. It ain't no reversing time back. It ain't no, like, nigga, that shit gone, bro. And I remember, you going to remember every play vividly. Like, you going to remember all that shit. You going to remember every game. You going to remember every plane. You going to remember every hotel you stayed in. You going to remember all that shit. But when that shit over with, that shit over. In that real world, where you got to pay bills and shit, like, then you're going to be like, damn, man, I should have focused on football. Like, nigga, just focus on football. Don't worry about nothing else, bro. Just love the game and play that shit with your brother.
Before we leave, I need your best co-sample impression.
Damn, best co-sample impression. We were just
anybody impression you want to do.
I can't do no impression, but my favorite saying, that nigga, my favorite saying, that nigga used to be like, we was being 18, and that nigga used to grab, damn, what a damn, I need something. And he just grab that piece of paper and start doing shit like that. We be like, oh, this nigga about to get somebody. You just don't know. You just got to make sure your name ain't on that list. Because that nigga be sitting down, he'll have that orange in his mouth, he'll be sitting down, everybody walking 18, and he be like, Coco gonna shut that door.
Yeah.
And he just start wiggling that paper, and you just praying to God. Man, hit your name and on that. If your name on that list, ooh boy, I'll never forget, nigga. That nigga Tony Drake, that nigga broke the vending machine before the Rockwall Heat scrimmage.
Yeah.
It was like, he like, Tony, you was about that vending machine? And nigga Tony was like, no, coach. He like, you a goddamn lie. I seen it. He told Coach Jones, he said, Coach, go get that goddamn portfolio off my desk. And nigga, he brought that shit. Nigga, that shit had Tony Drake in color breaking the vending machine. He said, see, Drake, I got your ass. It's in color. Look, it's in color.
Yeah.
That shit, boy, that nigga, if your name on it, that's one thing. You got to stay out that nigga doghouse. Because if you get in that nigga doghouse and you ain't know